So everybody knows who these people are, okay? Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, Patrick Bet-David. This is just to name a few of what they say is the track to success, okay? I don't think Joe Rogan's written any books. Maybe he has. Who knows? It doesn't matter. But so they all are wealthy, so that is the automatic, we're success, okay? But I would almost guarantee that at some point along the way, in order to get the wealth that they have, there was some sacrificing of values. I could be wrong. It's just this world, a lot of these people, because they've been around for years, these are just the ones you see now. 40 years ago, there was a whole set of different people. So, and I keep going back to this whole positive thing. So Jesus was not about that success is how much money you have or how famous you are. Success to Jesus, I mean, if that's what you're interested in, much of this world isn't interested in that kind of success, in the success Jesus was offering. Because it doesn't necessarily mean you're just going to be, blessed with a tree that gives you money whenever you want it. I know Trump falls into, because he's written books about success too. I think the difference with Trump is that he gives back more than most others. That's where I would put him in the difference area. He just doesn't talk about how much he gives back. But these are the new, they're just the new faces. In 20 years, there'll be another set of new faces, all saying the same thing. That if you're going to, talk negatively, I don't want to be around you, because what they see as, these are the people that help keep the problem going in many ways, in my opinion. Okay, because, and again, I'm talking only to the people that are interested in what Jesus saw as success. And it wasn't about your self-will, but it was about looking to the Father. So there's be a ton of people that'll turn my video off. I lose followers all the time. Because the truth is not, people really don't want the truth. People want the pretty package that says everything is positive, and that's going to uplift and enlighten, and in many ways, to me, something positive is truthfulness. Even if that truthfulness is hard to handle or swallow, that's a positive step forward. But this pretty house that we've made and lived in this earth has made it that it's all about the outside. It's all about, and what I mean is that it's all about, that success is about having a lot of money and being always positive. But what did Jesus see as positive? If you read the Bible, there was very little. It's true. You're never going to hear preachers say that. But it's in the Bible. Jesus said that where you can find good, then yes, think of those things. Think of those things, because there's not a lot of it. It's a phony positive. So you got Joe Rogan, who, advocates that just get high and that will bring you to enlightenment. Okay. Then you have Jordan Peterson that promotes, the Catholicism and the religions, along mixing that in with psychology. Okay. And that's going to get you on the track of success. Okay. And then you have Patrick Bet-David that is all about, just money. And yet all claim this kind of righteousness, and I call bullshit on it. I call bullshit, because I'm not saying they're not wealthy. They all are, because they're supposed to be wealthy. They are. Because at least in my experience, and I have a feeling that many ordinary Americans like me know this to be true. When you truly stand up for the right thing, that is not how you get successful. It isn't. Come on, people know, this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. It's true. I work in nursing, where the cornerstone of our profession is about doing the right thing. And yet anytime I've ever done the right thing, I've been gone after for it. I've been targeted. So that's why I'm saying it's these ideas that they write in their books is the same shit that 40, 50 years ago somebody was writing about. And it's about your fault, that it's your, and in many cases it is our fault, but it's our fault for falling into these traps. Because I call bullshit on this, positive of powerful thing, or the power of positive thinking. I'm not saying you should be negative, but honesty is needed. Honesty. To Jesus, honesty, even if that was uncomfortable for people, was what was positive. Because that's the only thing that will break this terrain out of its shell, that these new people that are coming forward telling you how to be successful they're no different than the people 50 years ago. Now, they would all say that I just have a bad attitude. No, I don't really. I don't. I just know that every time I've stood up for the right thing, it is not wanted by this world. This world isn't interested in it. But this world will continue to take people down this road that what success is equals money. That can equal comfort, that's for sure. It can equal not having so much anxiety about how to pay the rent. But this isn't a path of truly righteousness. I advocate that in order to truly be restored, it has to be Jesus's way. I'm not saying that any leader of this country has to promote that, just because obviously we have different religions, although our values started on the tenets of Jesus Christ. So I'm just saying that I know from a personal experience, I could have many times, if I wanted to have the big paycheck, if I wanted to have the big position, I could have. I just had to play the game. So these people would say about people that don't play the game that, well, that's your fault then. Okay. But then how do you think Jesus would see any of these people? Just saying. I'm not judging. But I literally work in a profession where the leadership would hold somebody like me who's trying to say, no, this is the wrong thing to do. You're just selling out for money. You're just serving money, and no nurse should be doing that. No nurse should be putting people in unsafe situations, staff or patients, and then they want to call themselves a leader. But that's what I have at the top of my profession, and yet I say something to them and they blow me off because they just have contempt for me. I don't have as many letters after my name. I'm not as smart as Jordan Peterson. I don't have as much money as Patrick Bet-David. I'm not as famous as Joe Rogan. But I wouldn't say that, I'm not trying to say these are bad men. Not at all. I'm just saying that if you truly walk the walk, you don't get wealthy that way. You don't. And what I mean by walk the walk is, the walk Jesus took. Was Jesus famous? He was famous because of what his legacy, the message he left, his spirit behind. And he wasn't looking to get famous, but he was speaking like no other. He was like no other that was or ever will be. He was the one, and he was the Alpha and Omega. So what he would see as success, this is what this world sees as success. What Jesus sees as success is the people that truly stand up when at the cost of losing everything, and many times have lost everything, speaking up for the right thing. In Jesus's eyes, that's what success is.